Magandang araw mga kabugtaw. Exciting nangyayari sa mundo ngayon at sa Pilipinas. Itong impeachment. Pero ano yan, everything is related. Ang pag-usapan natin ngayon ay bully. Uh, Bully is defined as someone making constant intimidation to someone they deem vulnerable. So basta nakita nila mahina, intimidate nila. Kaya ang bully takot din mag-intimidate sa mga malalakas na alam nilang lalaban. Sa Tagalog, ang translation ng bully ay nang aapi. No? At ito yung ginagawa ng Amerika, ng United States of America for decades already. No? Because the US has spent decades building a world where nations obey or face punishment, sanction, coup, media, smear campaign. But a handful of countries refuse to bow down. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, and nations like India that maintain independence. Each has paid a heavy price for resisting, and they are rewriting the future of global power. May panahon kasi na talagang malakas ang Amerika. Last time nag-usapan natin MAGA, no? Make America Great Again. Kasi talagang they were powerful, powerful military, nuclear weapon, very powerful economy. But those days are gone. So the world was made in the image and likeness of the United States, no? Pati media, konsulado. At what happens when you defy the US? Kasi kala nila pag sinabi sila o inutos, susunod lahat. Yan ang ginagawa ni Trump yan. Tariff dito, tariff doon, warning dito, warning doon. No? Nabiyan ng India, huwag kayong bumili ng oil sa Russia. Hindi naman siya pinakinggan. Actually, wala naman, hindi naman si Trump pinapakinggan. So, andun pa rin, kasabi nga ni Colonel Douglas MacGregor, is still in an illusion that the United States is a powerful country. Is living as if he is in the 90s. No? Pero wala na yan. No? When a country challenges the US-led system, the response is predictable. Alam na, economic sanction that crash economies, noon kaya nila yan. Ngayon wala na. And as I mentioned before, they're only 4% of the world population. And even sa economy, global media branding them as dangerous or undemocratic diktador tulad ng ginagawa nila kay Kim Jong-un sa North Korea, no? Kay Saddam, kay Gaddafi. Covert operation to destabilize government. May segment din tayo dyan sa regime change. No? Since the 50s, America has been involved in more than 80 regime change. Itong impeachment ni Vice President Sara Duterte, naniniwala si Camentong Laurel, na bahagi ito ng plano na for regime change na tanggalin. Hindi lang dahil sa ambisyon ni Romualdez sa kanilisa Marcos na maging presidente si Romualdez kasunod si Sandro Marcos, kundi ang Amerikano din ang nasa likod nito kasi ayaw nila sa mga Duterte dahil sa independent foreign policy. Gusto nila pagkatapos ni BBM, tuta pa rin nila yung presidente. Siyempre si Romualdez magpakatuta yan. Kasi alam nila pag hindi sila nagpapakatuta sa kano, regime change, ikukudita sila. Exclusion from the Western financial system. Ito madugo to, itong Western financial system. Yung mga banker. Si Colonel Douglas MacGregor, palaging sinasabi yan, ang cause ng giyera sa Iran, nangyayari sa Israel. Ang source nito, mga banker sa Washington, saka sa London. No? Sa North Korea is being demonized is because walang Rothschild Bank sa North Korea. Hindi nila mapenetrate. Ganon din sa Iran na nagre-resist si Putin. Most nations cave in, but there are 4 nations and their defiance is reshaping global alliances. No? Ito yung China, Russia, Iran, at North Korea. Una, ang China. China building an alternative world order, hindi na in the image and likeness of the United States, no, with the World Bank, IMF as their financial arm. No? China is America's most significant challenger. It is the largest manufacturing hub and second largest economy. But actually, hindi na second. Na-overtake na ng China ang US when it comes to the economy, especially with BRICS. No? Wala. Mas malaki yung percentage ng BRICS kaysa sa NATO and US, no? Their allies. Belt and Road Initiative links 150 nations, including parts of Asia and Africa. Ang US, ang European, pupunta ng Africa, dala armas, bala, bomba. Ang China, pupunta doon, dala traktora, fertilizer, seeds, train. China dominates rare earth minerals which is vital to modern tech, lalo na sa mga electric cars. No? China is developing financial system like the digital yuan outside the US dollar control. No? Kasi nga, na-mention ko na yan noon that US dollar is being weaponized and slowly China with the BRICS country are moving away from it. Sabi ko nga last time, the de-dollarization is the final nail in the coffin of the United States. So na, bagsak na. China is building a world where US influence no longer dictates the rules. No? Itong BRICS, kaya nga nagpapanik ang Amerika eh. Yung posibilidad dyan eh. Kaya nga hindi malayo yung gera kahit si Professor Jeffrey Sachs sabi sa Doomsday Clock, we have already reached 12 midnight. Meaning pagkakagera na. No? Kasi itong Amerika, kung hindi kayo susunod sa akin, kung hindi kayo kayo maging akin, I would rather destroy you. And they still have nuclear weapon. Kaya delikado ang United States. Dapat ang mga American people should wake up. Kasi kahit kayo, magdadamay kayo. Russia. How does Russia defy America? Russia's energy, military, and long-term strategy. Sabi ni Colonel Douglas MacGregor, the Russian army now is very, very formidable because of their experience in Ukraine. Kung conventional warfare with the United States Armed Forces. Ito, West Point graduate to, si Colonel Douglas MacGregor. Sabi, sigurado talo ang US. Kahit yung mahina kasing ground forces ng US eh. Talo sa Vietnam, talo sa Afghanistan. Russia understands leverage better than anyone. Major supplier of oil and natural gas to Europe and Asia. Kaya nga nag-progress ang Germany because of the cheap oil from Russia. Pero binomba ng MI6 yun. Saka CIA, yung Nord Stream, yung pipeline. And Russia has been very, very patient. Sabi ni Colonel Douglas MacGregor, Putin has been very, very patient with all this provocation of the US. But don't wait for the time that Putin run out of patience kasi lagot kayo dyan. Holds one of the world's largest nuclear arsenal. Actually, Russia has more nuclear weapons than the United States. And recently, Putin disengaged himself from the Western Treaty already of nuclear proliferation. So, ano na sila, pag gusto na sila kung gaano karami yung mga nuclear weapons na gusto pa nilang gawin, no? Strengthen ties with China, Iran, and partially India through defense deals. Use energy dependence on a strategic weapon against Western control. Russia plays the long game, using energy to weaken America's global reach. Yan yung oil nila. Kaya nga, yun ang unang tinira ni Trump na sinabihan niyang India at iba pang nasyon na pag hindi kayo tumigil sa pagbili ng oil sa Russia, you will face tremendous sanction. Pero hindi siya pinansin. Iran, 40 plus years of relentless resistance. Since 1979, Iran has stood up to the US pressure, survived decades of crippling sanctions, maintained influence across the Middle East, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen, expand partnership with Russia, China, and BRICS, controls the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical oil choke points. We have an episode na sa Iran, bakit very strategic ang Iran. No? Even smaller nation can resist US by using geography and alliances. Yan ang ilan. North Korea has mastered the art of survival, built nuclear weapons despite global isolation. Kaya nga hindi nila kayang ibuli ang North Korea kasi may nuclear weapon ang North Korea. at siraulo ata yung ewan ko lang ang leader doon. Kaya they know that he will launch a nuclear weapon. Maintains complete self-reliance to counter Western sanctions. Uses its nuclear arsenal as a bargaining chip against regime change. Follows a military-first strategy to resist external threats. North Korea proves that even small state can resist US by nuclear deterrence. Now, the emerging alliance, BRICS and beyond. China, Russia, and Iran are already deepening cooperation. Trade in currencies other than the US dollar. Build parallel infrastructure outside SWIFT, IMS, and World Bank. Yung AIIB, Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank. Strengthen military and technological partnership. This alliance with India playing a key strategic role in BRICS could end the US dollar's global monopoly and shift power eastward. Okay? These four nations, China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea, aren't just resisting. They're forcing the world to choose sides, and for the first time in decades, the US will not win. Do you think that America-led world will survive this challenge? I don't think so. What about the Philippines? Wala. Ano, may napanood akong vlog, kalimutan ko na yung vloggers doon, na it's outrageous daw kasi the Philippines jumped to the lap of the Americans like a lapdog. Ewan ko pa sa kailan magigising ang mga Pilipino. Sabi nga ni Camentong Laurel, isa tagal-tagal ng paghubog, pag-brainwash sa mga Pilipinos ng mga talo, no? Mahirap. It's not an overnight effort. In fact, recently, nasa kunting pagsasalo-salo ako ng mga kamag-anak. Nakausap ko yung mga kamag-anak ko, mga senior, mga 60s, 70s. Ayaw nila maniwala na salbahe ang US. So, pinaliwanag ko mula sa colonialization, sa massacre, sa Belt Trade Act, Laurel-Langley Agreement that prevented us from industrializing. Sabi ng isang auntie ko na senior na rin, bakit hindi ko pa narinig to? Siyempre, yung educational system natin, tinuturo na hero ang US. Wala na. Ang gobyerno natin, karamihan sa mga Pilipino, kapit pa rin sa US, hanga pa rin sa US. In spite of the damage, no, the pang-aapi, no, na ginawa ng Amerika sa Pilipinas, no? Parang na Stockholm syndrome na ata ang mga Pilipino na mga lapdog na sige US, sabihin mo pa kami kasi we're enjoying. And Filipino really has a masochist psyche, and I think it's because of the religion, no, yung passion, yung pagpapakasakit, no, martyr. Anyway, when you die, you will go to heaven, no? That's Filipino religiosity pa, kaya mahirap. So siguro talagang pag nagkagyera at marami ng Pilipinong mamamatay, ewan ko lang kung magising mga Pilipino, ewan ko lang kung anong iisipin ng Pilipino. Iisipin pa rin nila salbahe ang China. US, tulungan mo kami. Rescue us, save us. Tingnan yung Ukraine, masa kayo sa wala. Walang nangyayari. Kaya bugtaw mga Pilipino.